We're doing is I intend to go back to Let's Play Asagao Academy. Which is where we're gonna be. So, Venture Hall and the hotel they were staying at were both located smack dab in the middle of the city, surrounded by a torrent of rushing cars and people sprinting down the street. Four of them wandered into the hotel lobby. Maya and Hana had a room together, being the only two aides on ship. She had the room key and led the way to the temporary home. She opened the door and came to the wifely aired room, which was relatively clean, and she sighed with relief. It'd be nice to have a quiet space to treat to if she ever felt overwhelmed. Heck yeah! I sitting past Hana and poured herself luggage all straight onto the bed. Hi. I love hotel beds, they're so soft. I'll close up at the window. Whatever you say. Maybe quiet wasn't the right word. My house set their stuff to the side and spent a few minutes getting their bearings before getting ready to head back outside. I'm kind of scared. I don't know anything about conventions. I don't want to feel stupid or out of place. And I don't want to have to follow anyone around. Hana? I set her fist against Hana's temple, twisting playfully. You're way serious. It's a convention. You have a good time or you don't. And then you go home and everybody forgets about it. You think if you make one mistake, it's going to haunt you to your grave. Life is way more forgiving than that. So let's get going. We heard her say she was an entirely different breed of person than Hana was. Besides, she followed Maya to the question floor. The wedding took place across a myriad of rooms. Free play, quiet, lounge, merchant's alley, merchant's alley, tournament rooms, demonstrations, tiny lecture halls, performance stage for cosplay contests and the like. Maya and Hana headed to the main lobby to get their badges and found the guys doing the same thing. How you guys excited or what? And whatever, I heard there was a big celebrity here. They apparently started one of these games or something, and there's a chance they'll go to the party tonight. I'm just saying, you know where I'll be. You're going too, right, Jared? I don't really know about that. Oh, come on, I can go alone. I identified herself to the lady at the counter and grabbed her compass. The small piece of paper tied to a lanyard. She slipped it over her neck. Huh? You want to take a look around? Sure. Gerard and Hana stood off for the merchant's alley, but as she glanced back at the rest of the crew dispersed, nobody followed them. Wait, where are they going? Everyone has something different they want to see. I heard some of them wanted lunch, so they're going that way. Why don't you come through? What? She looks really hungry. They didn't breakfast in the rush to get the train. So this is that way. There are two to a jar room, every intimate line with tables, booths, and people. Gerard cast arms to the sides of a grand gestionary clothesline demand. He was headed back to sleep sheepishly and headed for the very first booth. See anything you like? She also zoomed, darting from table to booth to stall. There was something she vaguely knew about stuff that was on t-shirts and even on TV from time to time. Naruto, Nokimon, and the like. Yeah. Very good at both of those, actually, yeah, I am. But there are way too many things that were completely alien to her. Monsters, grizzled men designed on t-shirts, plushies, body pillows, action figures, and most of all, piles and piles of video games. I have most of these, actually. It was daunting, and she was completely out of her element. She shook her head. Oh. Well, what games have you played? I don't know the consoles, so... Ever? I don't really know what most of this stuff is. Let's see. George turned off, then the gun he turned to her and saluted. Hana. Yes? Now I teach you a thing or two about video games. Here we go. Teaching her about video games? Was there something she really interested in? Aside from a handful of games she played with the neighbors of Korea, she only had a gameless 4DS in her mobile game. Should I be a gamer? A 4DS! We're in time travel! Not just 3 dimensions, 4. Did you know search for this particle? Oh. The very Jordan remembered for the first time he did a kitty map. He dug it out of his pocket and withdrew it. He showed us saying, well, in that case, I don't want to drink you all I do this boring stuff. You can do something else if you want. Oh jeez. So you spend time wandering on the fence alone, or she followed Jordan like a baby duck? But if she wasn't going to go with him, what was she going to do? I'll stick with Gerard. Actually, I'll stick with you. If it's okay, if I'm getting your way. Yeah, I'd love that. Gerard grabbed your hand, smiling at her. Hold on to me. I'm walking fast. This way you won't get lost. Oh, okay. His hand warm and harness. They set off into the merchant's alley. First up was a sharp booth in the back of the room, manned by a young black woman. She smiled eagerly as they approached, as almost nobody was near her booth. Then she just started. Most people are bunched up in the front of the room. Trying to get past the crowds, Avengers will buy tables towards the front because it's easy to catch people's eyes. They've been kind of getting the best stuff for the bigger booths, which is good for them, but it's not what we're after. How you doing, Charlotte? Two of the women at the booth who reached underneath the table and pulled out several boxes of IBKs. Oh, you got new stock. You know her? Of course, I know it's when it comes to this convention yearly. There are always new people, of course, and it's exciting to get to know them too, but from relations of vendors. That's impressive. Is it? I mean, they're just people. Jeremy had spin the boxes as he did. Hans came out the merchandise on the table. T-shirts, actors, statues, games, plushies. She didn't know what half the stuff was from. She walked around the table. Charles' eyes watching her warily. Nice hair, girl. What? Oh, thank you. Charles smiled at her, popping gum in her mouth. She didn't look to be much older than she was, in fact. Under the table, she found shoes that looked vaguely familiar. Honest boys stared at her through a hailstorm of rose petals, all wearing bright blue school uniforms. Not was a fan of this show, wasn't she? Can I get this? Oh, are you a fan of that show? Please, Korea, how date did you have, Korea? Oh, really? Totally, he's just some... just gonna skip that. Hana paid for the shirt as she packed it up, talking Amy about the various moments in the show where she ever loyalty to Kuya. The Talkie is cute, and the twins are almost mysterious and whatnot, but I can't resist the Kitsugu Mega thing. I mean, Kiryu is not Kitsugu, but if I bet he was in the set of Z, he totally would be. Okay. Where were we? Right. Yeah, sure, I agree. Do you? Are you into that? Because I love some CG compilations I could show you. Have, not love. That's all I show that. Just in some panic and had to shower 2 boxes of the case. These are perfect condition as usual. You already bought these for me though. They're rare. You can never have enough ammo, you know? I guess not. Show George's money and then carefully grab the boxes and bubble wrap. When she did so, she put Gerard to the Hana pulled Gerard to the side. Gerard, do you know what he was talking about? It'd be better if I didn't tell you. You're too innocent for that. I mean, how bad could it be? Well, the people here are eager to share their interest. It's totally different from back at Asagao. Gerard gestured to the rest of the room, then pointed to a vendor across the way. We'll see him next, but don't mention Naruto to him. He'll start with the first can and talk your ear off through his experiences each. Yeah, the people that do that, and those people I choose to ignore. Like over there, try to say bye because you mentioned any feelings of anime. They're all her waifus. Oh, I know where I'd end up first. I only have the one, and it's the back of the ready to get someone to fix it. But asking certain people to repair it would cause original questions to that. There's original questions I don't want to answer. And that guy's got 2 kids, so all this stuff is very kid friendly. Think about entertainment is underrated, so if you can't, so tell him how to call those shows to give you a discount. You know, this is really nice here. I usually feel like an oddball and having people talk to about their like. I wasn't prepared for that. What do you think you were going to find? I guess I thought it'd be really great employees in the department store. Kind of tired and over it. Obviously, we're here because they've got some kind of passion about what they do. Even if it's just primarily monetary or creative, they still find it interesting. They still relate to the people they're selling to. Here you go. Charlie left the table and handed Gerard a thick bag. Gerard peered inside. Oh, sure, you didn't have to give me that. Call a small turby doll me and Charlotte. Why don't you give your girlfriend something to match her hair? She's cute. Thanks, it's real sweet of you. Marla, this is yours. Was he not going to respond to that? Charlotte waved to them as Gerard shepherded her to the next stop in the row. As they continued around the room, Hana started getting a sense of culture of the convention and why people wanted to come here. She didn't have many expectations going into it, but it was a place where it seemed like people could relax and be ridiculously enthusiastic about whatever they loved without getting good looks. In fact, half what they enthused about was met with the same, if not even more enthusiasm. It was early in the morning, and it was almost tiring to watch it all happen, especially when she didn't know much about what any of it was. It was strange that, at Asagao, she was a fairly normal person. She had some nerdy interests, but nothing on the level of this. She was like an outsider, just like Charlotte. People started talking about something with the assumption she knew what they were saying. She barely even knew anything about Naruto, let alone obscure anything about their anime shows. It's beautiful, but it was lonely. Hana? You okay? Huh? Yeah, sorry. I was just spacing out a bit. Okay, almost done here. So it'll be a bit longer. Sorry I had to sit through all this. I know it can't be fun for you. No, I like it, I swear. Jar didn't seem to believe her, but he went back to haggling the store for some kind of rare fantasy figurine. When we finally finished, they left the market and stepped into the hallway. Almost cool air hit Hana, and she felt like she could breathe. Did you realize it was so hot in there? Yeah, it can get pretty bad. So something about you in there? You seem sad. But if you go to a convention, bring a water bottle. Preferably with no designs on it. No, of course not. Jordan narrowed his eyes, staring at her as if she should know better. There's no way he could see through her so easily. No way. It's fine if you don't want to tell me, but something I can't tell. I feel a little left out here. I don't know much of this culture. You guys all grew up loving this stuff, and I didn't really have access to it. Is that all? That's no problem. Judge arm around short, it's on back to the marketplace. Come to that place. I'll tell you all I need to know about any game. Write down the crazy brush for each and every one. He gets paid to do that. Wish I was getting paid to do stuff like that. That'd be awesome. Gerard, I don't think that this is necessary. Nonsense. You don't know something it's necessary to learn. Let's go. For the hour, Gerard and Hana stood at the very first booth of the marketplace, getting jealously before flooding into and out of the doors. Gerard told her the names of the characters, details of plots, the completion bonus, and a bit of trivia that she never knew. Eventually, they all started swimming together, and her mind started to spin. It didn't help that some of the plots were impossibly complicated. Kingdom Hearts. There's your tough plot for the rest of eternity. See? Right there. So as I was saying, Xehanort is sort of all these four other guys. If not all of them are him, but sometimes these not him, just other people although they're separate from him. Boredom is a good guy. Yeah, close enough. Finally, they emerged from the room. Her head chock full of names and tidbits that she was positive she never really understand. So, feeling better? Yeah, it's definitely better. Like, so much. Great, he's probably with us now. They're probably waiting. Yes. Good idea, perfect. I like it. Let's go. Joe was passionate about everything he did, but for the first time, Hana realized that wasn't always a good thing. He heard it was pretty much just as the new recorder of mind of the arcade machines, TVs, and computers. Change the cinder box on the floor. Filled people playing cars, tabletop board games. The hell could they see anything whining? She didn't even know. The place to go for tail gaming is also the same, pretty dim. Which is why this is why they hand out flashlights to everybody. It's just small ones that they don't use the double A's, just hit the back, turn on, turn off. They're bright, but only if you want them. They're free. But they give them back at the end. Jar led them to the end of the room and around the corner where there was a hidden seating area filled with people who were simply taking a break. Hey everybody. Somehow, as if a magic, everybody happened to converge at the free playroom at the exact same time. Maya bopped around behind Jared and PBG, and Hana rushed to her side. I got something for you. You like this, right? She finished shirt, she brought a shot out of her bag and handed it to her. Truthfully, it wasn't as though she could afford to go buying presents for people, but I wanted to do something with she wanted to do something special for mine. Taki is so hot! Thank you, Hana. Come, I got you like it. How was your expedition? Oh, Hana, I'm in heaven. Heaven turn for the good of everyone. Everyone. Yeah, okay, mostly. But I'll tell you more about it later. She pointed at the guys who were staring at them unexpectedly. Pardon? Where do you guys want to go eat? John thought this pizza place is probably super good. It's not Astro Pizza, is it? That's me, right, Mai? Sorry, hon, I'm just going out with some friends. With some friends? My cousin has a good lift from her. Yeah, I found some guys who want to take you for food. I don't know if I could be wrong. I'm sorry. Mari really had a way with people. A way that I didn't understand. That's okay. I'll see you back a little bit later, right? Yeah, we can totally catch up. Let's do it. Well, if that's it, let's go. It doesn't mention what type of pizza place it is. I'm gonna call Astro Pizza just because I have names for all the pizzas at Astro Pizza. They could change them if they have, but they haven't. They should. I'm pretty sure they get more people to see what they have and start ordering the stuff with the names instead of just ordering, I want this type or this type. I didn't end up seeing much of Mai that day or the next. At first, she was a little worried that she wouldn't fit in without Mai to hang on to. But as hours passed and the days went by, her worries faded away. After all, Cheryl was always by her side. He was always worrying about her, always making sure she knew what references were referring to, and that she didn't feel quite so lonely. He paid so attention to her and was so kind that it was almost overwhelming. George constantly did things for her and kept her in his thoughts. Meanwhile, here she was doing... What? What was she doing for him? How was she helping him? As the game went on, she found herself questioning it more and more. There was something more she could do to help Gerard. But what? But it was the night before they were set to go back to Asagao. Days of hanging out with Gerard and the Noodles Club of Sassing, the Hidden Club and Ticket. Therefore, the halls were over. Even mentioning going themselves were drastically thinned out. Some of you, it's possible to go places that were unable because several sweaty strangers and restaurant workers actually smiled at you when you ordered. Hannah snuggled up on the blankets of her bed, just waiting there enjoying the warmth and relaxation. I say I could be on. All the carefree fun, the lack of stress, the bonding, the new things, the excitement, and the chance to spend so much time with Gerard. All of it will be gone. But that was okay. On the path to knowledge she gained, she was more ready to go back to Asagao and kick some hidden block. Thank you for telling me what the Killer Bite is playing. I don't even know who that is, but okay. How do you give yourself? I'm glad that mine was the last convention party of the trip. I'll throw an annotation over that. Just a box so we can't see what exactly is happening. No, she has some wild story to tell when she finally had time to see her. So that's on her door, interrupting her thoughts. She glanced at the clock, 10 p.m. What do they want? She went door still on her tiptoes, peering through the peephole. Familiar spectacles greeted her through the fishy eye view. Something wrong? Is it wrong with you? I know you're hanging out a lot this weekend. She tried to peer past her in the room, but she shook her head. Last saw was there. Then I came back here. Is he okay? He hasn't come back yet, and I'm worried. You want to get to sleep early so that he will be awake for the ride back. What? This doesn't happen to him, do you? No, he's probably fine. I'm just worried. I think I'm going to look for him. Thanks for help, Hannah. Wait! I was in the hallway, pulling the door shut behind her. I'm coming with you. Thanks. I did here.